What's up, guys? Welcome. Crypto FUD. And wow, let's just jump right into this. So exciting. While everybody was asleep, well, maybe here in America, in the States, but if you were across the pond, you were awake watching this. Bitcoin broke out. Last night was around 45.5. We broke out past this resistance spot at 45.7, and we pretty much flew through 46,000, and we are currently sitting at around 47,370 to be exact. Bitcoin is definitely on a run right now. It did make a little local spot right here at around 47,670. So, I mean, everything is looking great. Like we've been talking about, we've been saying that Bitcoin was most likely going to start eyeing 50,000 here soon. We've definitely gotten past a lot of the big sell pressure from the markets for the last few weeks. Coming from the miners, coming from, the big ETF firms like Grayscale, particularly, stuff like that. I've been telling you guys, as we start getting closer to April, we have the halving coming. There's just, they can't stop this, right? Obviously, there's going to be, ups and downs as we start getting closer towards April, but I think Bitcoin naturally just wants to get back up to the levels that it technically was at pre-ETF. And that's pretty much where we were at yesterday. Now, this breakout that we're seeing right now is something, this is awesome. It honestly is something great. Now, one thing I will say is there's going to be a couple spots for some resistance coming up at around 48,000. That's going to be a pivotal spot that we have hit our head on multiple times in the past. And during this little ETF, you can see we got rejected right before that 48,000. So that's going to be a big spot, I think, that we're going to most likely hit our head. I know we are going in. Today's Friday. We're going to be going into the weekend. So, we know how weekends usually play out. There's usually a low volume, maybe slight little sell off here and there. But the one thing I do want to point out is that this weekend's different than most other weekends. We have the Super Bowl coming up this weekend. So I wouldn't be surprised if the markets are a little bit more livelier than they normally are. We'll have to see how it goes, but things are looking great. Again, Bitcoin broke 47,000. We are currently sitting at a little over 47,300. And what I'm honestly predicting is that a lot of these altcoins are going to most likely start reacting positively. Milady right now is sitting at around 57. Yesterday during the stream, we were talking about basically that Milady was pretty stagnant. Milady was around here yesterday, and it was just really Bitcoin was, doing really well, had a really well day today, but you saw a lot of the altcoins really didn't react much. Some of them did, but most of them really didn't react much, right? Some of them that did react were up maybe 5%, somewhere around there, but nothing that you would expect as far as, seeing Bitcoin having a nice breakout. Well, one thing that I did want to point out, and we pointed this out in the stream, is that Bitcoin dominance has jumped up to 52.1. It's been steadily moving up. And pretty much what I think is going on right now is Bitcoin right now is trying to find its spot that it's going to be going to, right? Obviously, we're not going to stop anywhere, but what I'm saying is the market right now, since what we've gone through for the last like 2 months, it's been up and down, up and down. It looks like we're going up to 50, back down to 38,000, right? It's been kind of, ups and downs. So I think a lot of people right now are putting their money into Bitcoin, particularly, right? They're riding the market right now, waiting until Bitcoin gets to a certain level and watching to see where Bitcoin's going to actually hold. Then you're going to see a lot of money flowing into the altcoins. You're going to see the volume start spiking on a lot of these altcoins, and you're going to see overnight, maybe not tonight, but it's coming up. If Bitcoin does hold these levels, you're going to see a lot of these altcoins just come alive and start just really rallying. So I hope you guys are ready. Again, Milady at around 57. She's starting to look like she's coming alive. Haven't necessarily had a massive breakout or anything like that. Still, if you zoom out, we are kind of still chopping around where we've been, for the last few weeks. So we'll see how this plays out. If Bitcoin really can start moving towards that 50,000 like it's already pretty much has and hold some key levels, you're going to see a lot of these altcoins, particularly meme coins, start going absolutely bonkers. So I hope you guys are prepared. I hope you guys have been buying that dip as we've been going through. Particularly Milady has given so many opportunities to just continue to add to your bag. So, I'm not saying that it's over with. Market cap right now for Milady is around 42.3 million. So it's still relatively so small. So don't think that you've missed out on the boat or anything like that. Still perfect time $2 cost average in and just keep adding before we see this massive pump. Now, looking at the crypto bubbles, obviously to be expected for the day today, massive green, right? Massive green. The only really reds that I'm seeing that's sticking out is Jupiter, which just dropped. I already told you guys this is probably going to be, it's going to be probably trying to find its support somewhere. The project just dropped a week ago, so I think right now, a lot of people are, Jupiter's an awesome swap that's on Solana, so it's not going anywhere. But whenever you see these big drops, especially with airdrops and stuff like that, there's going to be a lot of sell pressure, right? But I mean, looking at the majority of the top 100 projects, everything's in the green. And like I said, you don't really see too much like massive movement. Obviously, you see Runes up about 17, AKT, whatever this is. Oh, Akash. Okay. Akash network is up about 13.5%. Taio's up about 12%. But other than those, Beam up about 10%. Beam's a big gaming platform that's trying to take out Gala. So look out, Gala. But what I'm getting to is a lot of the majority of the projects are around 5% increase, right? Like I was saying, most of them are at about a 5% increase. So as we start moving towards that 50,000 and we hold, you're going to be prepared. We're going to see a lot of these altcoins really start rallying. And looking at the chart, or looking at the just the news articles as far as the crypto, this is what you want to see. Bitcoin crosses 46,000 as the year of long begins, easing ETF sell-offs. Crypto stocks rally pre-market as Bitcoin tops 46,000. These are the articles that we want to see. It just starts moving the market into that bullish narrative again. We're not even going to get into read any of these. We'll do it tonight if we do have a stream. Remember, Fridays are iffy, as far as the schedule wise, but this weekend for sure we'll have midday stream. So make sure you guys are subscribed so you guys can jump in. Very, very chill community. And basically, we're all just talking about crypto and looking up your favorite projects. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. But other than that, we already looked at the crypto bubbles, but looking at the 24-hour for a lot of these projects, there's not really massive gainers yet. You have Bunk Up, Beam, like we said. Kadina's been having a nice rally. Akash, we talked about. Jasmy actually coming for the breakout. We've been covering Jasmy a lot. Thorchain doing really well. Floki, look at Floki from out of nowhere, up 11%. Like I was telling you guys, I really think that meme coins this is going to be our time coming up soon. So I hope you guys are ready. Ordinals, Fetch, we can go down the list, right? Everything is definitely up, right? But not that massive movement yet. Let Bitcoin do its thing. We want to see Bitcoin really just strive and break that 50,000 mark and watch. As I tell you guys, we're going to see massive movements in this altcoin, the whole altcoin market. So Milady right now, I'm not saying it's going to be your last chance, but this is getting to the point where we've been sitting and chopping for a while. Like we've been saying, not financial advice, but you should be accumulating and taking advantage of all these dips that you've had plenty of time to basically, just accumulate, right? Because when we're moving, we're going to be moving fast, very fast. Like I keep telling you guys, market cap is so low that this thing is not going to take much for us to just jump right up to $100 million and continue moving. So other than that, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Make sure you guys hit the algorithm for Milady, for Bitcoin, for crypto, right? Because there's going to be so many new people coming into this space as we start getting into this full bull market. So let's bring them in. And make sure you guys hit that subscribe so you guys can get those instant alerts whenever I do post videos and whenever we go live daily. All right. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday. I'll see you soon.